So it's come to my attention that a lot of you guys are trying to cancel your Amex cards. Your gold, your platinum, your green. Yeah, you probably didn't even have the green. It's that bad. But, I've been seeing a general consensus out here on the credit card community, seeing that just people are a little tired of American Express. I actually personally was really close to canceling my gold card, and then I decided that I'm just going to keep it. But some people actually followed through. They actually went ahead and canceled these cards, moved on to another issuer, maybe moved on to having another card, or maybe they just completely left the game. Well, I guess I'll try to figure out what's going on here because it seems like a lot of people are talking about American Express. And it's mostly about these monthly and yearly credits. So I know you guys like to talk about credits. I mean, this is the credit card game. And what I mean by credits is your monthlies, okay? So your Uber, your Grubhub, your Instacart, if you want to count that. And I think a lot of people are just getting a little fed up with how these credits work and how these credit card issuers are pushing their cards to have more and more credits, less and less benefits. But, I think I'm okay with that. And it really has to do with the fact that I personally am able to use the credits. And that's why I have the card, right? Like, I think a lot of people kind of forget that. These cards are designed for you and your normal spending. I understand, guys. I understand there's some good bonuses, okay? Like the Amex Platinum card, 150,000 membership awards points sign-up bonus. Amex Gold, 90K sign-up bonus. It's really nice to get these bonuses and then kind of move on, but that's not what the card is for. Most people aren't doing that. Most people are just getting these cards because it fits their lifestyle or maybe they just want to look cool. For me, it's both. Nah, I'm kidding. But no, for real. Like I think like something like the Amex Gold, a lot of people are getting these cards just for the sign-up bonus or maybe because of the Forex categories. And I kind of see that they'll get the card and try to use it for a few months, maybe even as far as a year. And then after that time is done, they're like, you know what? I'm tired of having to drive out of my way 15 minutes to go get this stupid burrito that I have to pay another extra $2.74 to get and have to order through the app, and I got to pull my car over to the side to order it on my phone instead of just walking right in, and then I got to wait 10 minutes, and then it's like, dude, I get it. I get that frustration. I think that's definitely a big part of, why it doesn't make sense to keep the card, but that's not really the intended use case that Amex wants you to use the card, It's designed for someone who's kind of already getting Uber Eats. And I get it, guys. We're all trying to get the most benefits out here, trying to find the best optimal, the most optimal way to have your spending go through a certain card. And some things you got to check off a couple of credits. I'm saying you got to check these credits off to make the effective annual fee worth it, run the numbers. But sometimes it's not just about the numbers, because if you have to go out of your way to make numbers work, like I said, you got to go ahead and order in your car, pull over or something to get like a burrito that's going to cost you extra when you could have just walked in or skipped it entirely and made your own dinner, then it kind of doesn't make sense. But I found that for me, it's making more and more sense, actually. I know that's kind of dumb and like it doesn't make sense for me to like say that I was going to go ahead and cancel the card, and then now all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, it kind of makes sense. Well, imagine you're in a relationship, and as soon as it gets difficult, you just sit there and say, I'm out of here. Yeah, that's it. It's over. Grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it? Isn't that the way today's society is going? Everything is like, fast. We want things fast. And if it ain't fast enough, we leave. We leave. We want things now. Right now, huh? You want this to be a short so you can swipe up as soon as it gets boring. Exactly. People do that in relationships. It gets too boring. And guess what? We're humans, man. We need to value these relationships, okay? And banks are also run by humans, okay? It seems like they're just these big old corporations who don't give a shit about you. Well, let me tell you guys, they monitor the relationships they have with your customers. Well, not yours, but their customers. And they want to make sure that everything's going well, okay? It doesn't need to be that way, guys. It doesn't need to be that way. As soon as it gets difficult, everyone leaves. And guess what? They know that. They're going to remember. You want to go ahead and try to get another credit card later in your career or later in your journey? Guess what? They could just say no. What if the Amex Gold or Platinum or something like that makes more sense later in your future? What if it's something that you really want now, and now the bank has all the power, and they're like, you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that to my audience, but they're like, yeah, they could do that. They could just say F off. You know what I mean? Like that's something that's really important. You got to be careful with the game, okay? You got to be careful because you can't earn and burn that quick, okay? I just wanted to say that. I guess I do feel a little stressed out like talking about it, especially when it comes to like the Amex Platinum card, because that card is really complicated. It's a lot more than just Uber, because the gold card is just Uber and Grubhub or Shake Shack, which I am already getting Shake Shack, guys. It's pretty good. It's not that far away, and I like it. But I mostly like Grubhub. But the Amex Gold was pretty easy for me to manage, and then when I moved up to the Amex Platinum, it got a little difficult. Okay, it got a little more difficult, and that's because I might be kind of the target customer. I mean, I live in like a city. I travel. Dude, I'm 24, man. I mean, is it a little bit just to flex and talk about on YouTube? Kinda. Is it mostly for a big sign-up bonus? Yeah. I mean, do I make a lot of the credits worth it? And do I do it naturally? Kinda. Am I able to find ways to get around it? Yeah. So the thing is, guys, I'm not your your big baller typical Amex Platinum customer that's just getting the card because they know it's the best and they get the best customer service and they don't really care about the credits. They just, use the card how they normally would and don't think about it. Maybe they'll use it for everything, or maybe they also have the gold and maybe they'll use the gold for food and the platinum for everything else and not even care. They don't even know what a catch-all is. They'll just use the card. The Amex Platinum's the catch-all. Who cares? They have other things to deal with than trying to find the best 2x back card in the credit card game to make a $50 point value extra, I don't know, per quarter or something. It's not, they have bigger fish to fry. But what I mean by this is I have little fish to fry. So I am trying to optimize here. And that's what a lot of other people are doing in the game. I think it's a lot of fun. But it's not without stress. And I can see how a lot of people are getting stressed out when it comes to these big credits, especially with the Amex Platinum. I mean, the Amex Platinum card it has a ton of credits. The Saks credit, there's like the Equinox credit. Some people are so hard at the game that they will just they know how to get value from Equinox, bro. I get it. Like, I could do the Saks gift card trick and the United Travel Bank or Southwest, gift card thing. I haven't tried that, but some people are so good at this game. They know how to make an Equinox gym membership happen for like a month and then do it again like the next month or something like that. Like that's not what it's for, but it's crazy that you can actually do that. That's actually Sean Lane from the Credit Card podcast. I forgot what it was, but yeah. So that's interesting. That's pretty sick. There's some crazy gamers out there but it is really hard. I'm telling you from my own experience right now. It's not that easy, but I could do it, okay? The Uber is fine. The United Travel Bank was great, but here's something that feels really nice. Okay, let me tell you something that's really important. It feels really good when you use the credits the way that Amex intends for you to use the credits. It feels really, really good when it's coming from your organic, natural spending, when you don't have to try, when you don't have to play the game. It feels really good. I can tell you this from my own experience that just happened. So, like I told you, there's that $200 incidental credit. So last year when I got the card in December, I get it. This is a little double dip situation. You get the card in December, get all the benefits, cash them out, do it again in January because you can do the annuals. It's a calendar basis. And so I got my $200 travel bank credit for United last December. And, okay, so here's the thing. I was planning on just doing it again, doing the travel bank credit. Am I going to use the travel bank United gift cards eventually? Yeah. Does it stress me out knowing that I have all that saved up and I have to use it? Yeah. Same with the Capital One travel credit. I still have to use that and it's stressing me out. I'd rather just use points. But the good part is that I just went on this trip, okay? And I went skiing. And I was able to check my bags. And I kind of didn't really think of it as like a big deal, but when I actually checked two people's bags, so I checked my skis there and back, and my girlfriend's skis there and back, that was $140. $140. That almost covers the entire credit. And it's like I would have had to pay cash for that because I wasn't flying Southwest. I wasn't trying to, peel the system or something like that. And it's actually really cool when you realize that, that's something that I would have spent anyway. And it honestly feels really good using it for the intended purpose. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, like the emotional side of the credit card game, because it really wears you down trying to game every single credit and trying to figure out how to, maximize all these credits to the point where you're just, doing things for American Express. It's like a bunch of work. And it's like, okay, for what? Like $1,500 of value at 1 cent per point? I mean, I guess, but you can there's transfer partners, everything. You get more than that. But I just wanted to share the feeling that I had when I finally used the credits in the right way. And it's just so interesting. I can see how a lot of people are getting burnt out, and they have like the American Express statement credit burnout. People are canceling the cards because it's, having a bunch of credits sucks. I get it. Like, I don't want to have credits in the first place, but if it really is something that I'm going to spend organically, then, it shouldn't even matter. And I know a lot of people, they're like, why can't you just lower the annual fee? Or like, why can't the freaking Chase Sapphire Reserve just be $250 instead of $550 with a $300 statement credit? It's like, I mean, I kind of get where you're coming from, but that's really just not how it works. They're going to give you a lot of value, and it costs a lot of money. So they want you to use the card the way they are going to profit the most from you using it. And that's with a bunch of back end deals that they're doing in the back end. Maybe like, I don't know, like there's so many deals. I don't even know where to begin, but I'm sure Chase is going to profit more when you use the card for travel than if you were to use it for McDonald's or something. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just kind of how the game works, and I thought it was a little interesting to see all these people canceling cards and stuff, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. And I guess if you guys kind of feel the same, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to try to get the 150K offer on the Amex Platinum and the 90K offer on the Gold, go ahead and try my referral links. They're pretty helpful to doing that, and I do appreciate every single one of you who do use those links. It helps me out. I actually just bought a microphone. Look, I'm not holding anything anymore. That's why I'm able to like move around. It's all in one stand. So that's it, guys. I'm really excited to do this, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Bye.